of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out. And when he gets there, usually good things follow.
And he gets him around 6 there. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yeah! Here we go!
Straight ahead with Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Yeah! Here we go!
First down, here's Dak. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Kill.
Play action, Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Tries to power through him, and the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now it's Williams. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Hey, kill.
From the 36. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Here we go, going to 54. 186.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Yeah! Here we go.
They'll give it to Williams on the option. Scores! Touchdown, Indy! The Colts grow their lead off the turnover. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts go up 10-zip here in the 1st. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Steelers are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Tight end in motion right. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackle made by Von Miller. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46, 40. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, 26.
Dak now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Oh, he's going to run for it! And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Yeah, here we go.
Getting the fullback involved here. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Josie Jewell making that stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. Walker on 1st down. And he has enough room to gain about 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 6 coming up here.
Go.
Running with Walker again. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Collins there to grab it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. It's a 2-score game early. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Set.
They'll give up the gut to Walker. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Staying with Walker. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Mike Tomlin never afraid to tell the officials how he feels, and he's got the challenge flag out. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah,
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the first down.
Set. Ready. Get up.
To the air this time, Herbert finding Collins. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go.
Herbert now off the play fake. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 3rd down.
those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. Sheds off a rusher. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Walker running right. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks in the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
Lambo able to put it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here comes Williams on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Colts ready to take the field. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Got to use check, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
47. Yeah,
here's Prescott, 1st and 10. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
yeah. Here we go. Like it. Hey, 47. 26.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Jamal Williams. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 50. 26.
Chased out to his right. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Opie. Go.
Herbert from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. Keeps on moving into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Badgley with the extra point. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown.
Here we go.
1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check! 26!
They stay on the ground with Williams. Inside the 30! And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! 26!
From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. That throw finds Conklin. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Steelers driving ahead. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Looking for the back that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Herbert to throw once more. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Herbert on 1st down. Throw complete to Thielen. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. It's Cup, that's Thielen. And he gets this forward to the 19. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Thielen's got it, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. It's Herbert once more. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Point after converted from Banchley. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Colts and running back Jamal Williams back out now. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets.
47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it's going to be second down.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. That's completed right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Williams runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here's Mims. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We're to the halfway point from Indianapolis with the Colts out in front at the break. Now it's down to Florida where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to Atlanta to check out the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Jordan Addison, up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Rome Odunze, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And we always hear running backs say one fumble is too many for a game. Well, he's lost one now. The low point in a game that's had a lot of struggles for him on the ground. First and 10 now from the 30. Now an inside give to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down. Handoff running left, Walker. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Collins there to grab it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. A tight end in motion now. To the ground with Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st and 10, Herbert. Into the hands of Conklin. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Walker now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Second down. Here's Prescott again. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, kill! 40. We're going to 54. Why it is? 26.
Prescott here from the gun. And this is another incompletion. Nearly an interception on that play. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So no return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Kill.
Dak off the play fake. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Kill. We're going to 53.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Second and 10 now. Conklin brings it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. It's Walker on the give. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Herbert from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Herbert with a blitz coming. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. The Steelers set to punt it. Jack Fox will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Their punter making his way out now. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Herbert now. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Set. Go. Hey, go, go, go. Ready.
Now Walker. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Michael Badgley going to try and knock this through for 3. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Lambo able to put it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Now, you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
47. 26.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Here we go. 26.
Going for it, it's Williams. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Steelers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. The give now to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Looking for a target. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. They snap it to Herbert. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He's got the hook up to Ingram. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yeah!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Here we go! Wait, take it! Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right? When the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, you're not calling that play expecting a foot race to the end zone. You expect to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one right there, that's a victory for the offense.
Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Yeah! Here we go! That's it! Hey, kill! Kill! 47! 26!
1st down, here's Dak. Into the hands of OBJ. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Here we go, go to 54.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
Yeah! we go. I think. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Shane Steichen definitely saw things differently, and now he's thrown the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. He has it on the QB sneak, and he's in for the touchdown. The Colts make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That throw finds Coughlin. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Completed to Collins. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Into the hands of Walker. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Throw complete to Thielen. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Pass complete to Walker. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. 4th and forever coming up. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Colts offense set to head out. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only one timeout remaining to stop it. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Another run for Williams. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Here we go, going to 54, wide eight. Here we go, going to 54, wide eight.
Dak off the play fake. He rolls to his right. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now they're staring at a 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Herbert. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. That's Justin Simmons. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, you put more dime defenders on the field, and what you really see are so many more eyes. Remember, as a quarterback, you drop back, and you love to see those linebackers. You love to see base defense, but you get those DBs on the field, and it feels like everybody's looking at you, and it can lead to takeaways just like that.
Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's 5th in the NFL in passing yards entering this week. It's the Colts and the Jaguars, next on Madden Football.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, wild first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
Dak going to put it up right away. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks spot.